Hey everybody, it's Shaq here, and today I'm going to be talking about BB19, more specifically though the double eviction that happened, which caused two people to be evicted from the house. So let's jump right into it. So firstly, Cody got evicted. Shocker! No, he got evicted. Like, he's been the target for the whole season. Really, when Paul basically convinced Alex because he basically controlled her HOH again. Really, wow. That's not a shocker either. But basically convinced Alex to put Cody on the block and get his butt out. Cody's basically a dead man walking. Why would you want Cody out? Obviously, he had no alliance. He had no faith to anybody because everybody screwed him over, and he didn't really want to put faith in or trust into anybody. Obviously, yeah, he would be a threat to Paul's game, but he's a loose cannon. He's a threat to anybody's game, basically. More specifically, though, Mark and Elena, and we'll talk about them later. But yeah, the guy's a dead man walking. The only way he's gonna do something in this house is if he wins HOH, and besides that, that's it. Obviously, he got a bit more personal this week, telling Mark about his daughter and or not Mark. I think it was Kevin. Don't quote me. I always get confused. And that was really interesting to see. Obviously, he became a bit more personal. It was interesting to see him crack open his heart a bit and show people his personal information and everything. But it's not going to help him in this game. Obviously, I think he set himself in a death trap during the beginning of this game, and especially when he came back. He didn't have any social strategy. He didn't have any good social or strategic game to move himself forward in the game. Therefore, bye, Cody. I've talked about this before. The guys had no social game, and if you're not willing to have a conversation with people, even if it's a 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour deal, who cares? If you're not willing to make a deal, why are you in this house? You should have just self-evicted. Sorry. Maybe it wasn't too personal. But, bro. It's, obviously, I can get that he got to a point where the game became too, it became pointless to him. And, I'm sad to see that because I loved him at the beginning of the season. He was such a great personality and such a great house guest to see being an antithesis to Paul. The one thing I'm happy about, though, is that he sort of pushed Mark into convincing him and being like, Paul is a bad person. And it's Paul is the biggest threat in the game, whatever. Which was the one seed of hope I have right now, to be honest, because I don't like this whole friendship alliance that's going on. No, I like people playing for themselves, because really, honestly and truthfully, the thing I love about this game is people who are willing to do anything and do everything to win. Obviously, there are some barriers that I have morally, but that's basis to my opinion. That's why I loved watching Big Brother 15, because it makes this season look bad compared to Big Brother 15. Big Brother 15 was it was a beautiful season. Because nobody was afraid not to say stuff, and it was just phenomenal. Rewatching that right now. But yeah, Cody evicted. Bye. That's it. What am I supposed to say? You didn't try to have a social game. You didn't try to have a strategic game. And your girlfriend got voted out, so you're a dead man walking. Bye. Easy vote. You could have kept him in the house. But whatever. I guess. So, yeah. Moving forward, I'm going to talk about the double eviction now. Obviously, the second part of the double eviction and what happened there. So, here we go. So, we had the second eviction in the double eviction, and it was, let's start off first with the HOH competition, where my heart sank when Mark didn't win the double HOH. And, oh, it sucked, because Mark was the only one who would want Paul out of the game, and, like, no offense to Paul, but, like, I would have loved for him to, get out of the house during a double. That's the only time you could most likely get him out, because it's so unpredictable and so much can happen. Moving forward, though, Mr. Extreme, Jason, won the HOH this week, and Paul basically won HOH again. So basically what happened was the plan that they put out, which was trying to get Marlena out of the house. More specifically, the Mar of the Elena. They changed a bunch of plans, obviously. I remember watching the feeds and them saying that they had a plan that they were going to get out. They're thinking about getting Mark out, then Elena, if it was a double. Obviously, they didn't do that, so they just got one of them out. So obviously, Jason nominates Marlena, which is Mark and Elena, which is sad. Like, all hope is lost at this point. Can we just give Paul the W now? Like, just somebody go on Wikipedia and just, like, put the W there. I've got, like, no sleep, so this is, like, the point that I'm getting at right now. And then Mark wins POV. Yay! Yay! At least one of them is still in the house. Especially the one that has a better chance of winning competitions. So yay. Obviously, he's Mark and Elena have had a rocky showmance, sorta. That I don't even know if I don't want to call it a showmance because it hasn't been blatantly obvious, but they've sort of been a flirtmance, sorta. A flirtmance / showmance. Whatever you want to call it, you can do it. But yeah, he takes himself off the block. Matt, Mr. Pawn, automatically goes up on the block because really, he wants to tell people about his cereal that I really could not care about. No offense to you, Matt, but honestly, you're a floater. Sorry, did I say that too loud? God, I'm sorry. Sorry, Matt. You're probably never gonna watch this video, but, like, still, Matt. It just... you are what you eat. And you eat a lot of cereal. And cereal floats in milk. I'm just saying. Moving forward, Elena is evicted. Oh. Due to, like, a huge vote, which, is sad. Really sad. When we're slowly losing hope in this season, because really, like, all we need next is Mark, and that's it. And that's it. Basically, Paul should just be given the W. I don't think anybody's going to be going against Paul unless Mark can convince anybody to go against Paul, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, that was basically the double. And how do I feel about it? Disappointing. I would have loved to see someone win the HOH and turn against Paul, but obviously that's never going to happen. Second point, too, I'm sad that Elena got evicted because I would have loved to see their Mark, Josh's hate mans with her on the show, which was his hate mans with her on the show, but like his live feeds, like dancing with her and everything and being friendly and everything thing continue. Plus, I think like Elena, started to realize very quickly this week that she needed to get Paul out, or that's it. Game over. And I'm sad that we have one less chance to get him out of this house. And honestly, at this point, we're basically down to the main alliance, which is the Friendship Alliance, which is Paul and everybody else in the house except for Mark. And I do absolutely hope that Paul does not win HOH, more specifically, what's his name? Mark, the guy who has been I've been talking about, cheering him on the whole time to win the HOH. So yeah, that's basically it. Like, it was a quick rant. I don't really watch the episodes this week because I don't really want to. I just watched a double. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up because you would be a nice human being. Also, feel free to subscribe if you want more content. The subscription button actually is this way. And feel free to click this video for a recap of last week where I didn't really know what I was talking about that intelligently, even though I sort of was, who knows. But check it out there if you want to see my opinion about Alex's HOH reign and Josh's HOH reign last week, which got Jessica evicted. So feel free and check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you and have a good day.